So we've been having employees very upset as of recent about their jobs not protecting them. Now we have an Amazon delivery facility in Chicago, Illinois. They had protested Saturday looking for more protections as they work, and rightfully so. Now they say police who broke up the vehicular picket was told they should be ashamed of themselves, which is true. And they say their colleagues in New York City, when one worker was fired after protesting last week, are also planning more walkouts after dozens of employees are said to have been hit with the virus at the Staten Island facility. Now, say in Massachusetts, 10,000 construction workers plan to strike on Monday. They're saying that nothing we've seen have been able to ensure the safety of our members or workers at any other sites. So in California, McDonald's staff walked out after their colleague contracted the virus, but bosses say they did not tell them. So a cook by the name of Bartolome Perez told City News Service and said, "We've been pleading for protective equipment for more than a month now, but McDonald's is putting its profits ahead of our health. We don't want to die for McDonald's burgers and fries." It said grocery workers, many in low-wage jobs, are manning the front lines amid the worldwide lockdowns. Their work deemed essential to keep food and critical goods flowing. They're insisting employers pay them more and provide masks, gloves, gowns, and access to testing. Let me tell you something. These corporations don't care about people, and it shows. Now, let me go ahead and roll this short clip from some workers while they're striking.
30 cases, don't want to shut down. It's unacceptable. This is obnoxious. This is inhumane. There's other warehouses across the country shutting down, getting clean. They don't want to shut us down because we're the money network. We're the epicenter. This is really unacceptable. 30 cases, and y'all don't want to close?
Oh, they ain't talking about nothing. But right now, we out here, we rallying again. This is part 2. First part, we came out here, we exposed them. We're gonna do more exposing this time. We're gonna tell them what's going on. Let me just start off by saying that there's 26 cases out here. 26. 26 cases in this building right here. And these guys out here, what they came out here to do is try to stop what we doing. Put the camera on.
Look at that. Look at that. They're not even 6 feet themselves.
I don't know what he talking
They're
about.
not even 6 feet themselves. Not even 6 feet themselves. Talking about 6 feet distance.
So we came out here to expose them. And that's what we're going to do. And we got a lot of power behind us. We got a lot of people supporting us. We got people all over the world. We got people in different countries supporting us.
So you saw these people are going through out here. Now they're saying that in Minnesota and Vermont were the first to have given grocery workers special classification, allowed them to put their children in state paid child care. They say unions in Colorado, Alaska, and Texas, and many other states are pressuring governors to alleviate grocery workers to the status of first responders. They say the governor's responsibility is to step up in these moments, okay? So the union, which represents 23,000 grocery workers and 18,000 healthcare workers, want early concessions for higher pay. Now, I say Whole Foods workers call for recent sick out to demand better pay conditions and double pay as well. Now, that's smart because as employees, your power is in shutting down the money. So if they don't want to treat you right, yeah, you can do a sick out. You sure can. You say, hey, we all calling in sick, but everybody got to do it. You can't have that 1 or 2 people show up, man, I got to go to work. Like, man, if you don't get out here and fight for everybody instead of you putting your life on the line, you always got that 1 or 2 that would do that. Now, they say a group of independent contractors, say for Instacart, grocery delivery service, walked out to force more protections. And say some of the biggest employers in the U.S. are responding. And say to alleviate some of the workers, Amazon is deciding to roll out face masks and temperature checks at its stores. But listen, they were saying that they're still working in close proximity to each other. So you're not really practicing social distancing, okay? They need to be bringing in daily people to sanitize. I mean, companies that sanitize, bring them in, sanitize their whole warehouse, sanitize the grocery stores every day. They got people that do that. They need to pay for that. That way they can constantly have the thing sanitized the right way. because they want to stay open, because people going to eventually get tired and say, I'm not putting my life on the line. I got kids. I got a family. I'm not going to be bringing no virus home to them. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm protected while I'm at work. These CEOs don't care about their employees. All they care about is profits. They're making all the profits they can right now. Protect your employees. Because once the employees walk off, then you're going to be stuck. And then the rest of us are going to be mad because we can't get any food or whatever. This is why they tell people, buy all the food you can to last at least 2 weeks. Go to every 2 weeks to the grocery store instead of going every day, because you don't want to expose yourself to all those people. And you don't want to expose yourself, or expose the workers to anything. Not to say you have anything, but come on. I mean, these people are going through it a lot in this country. They're coming down with it. And I always say that, man, those grocery workers start coming down with that, it's going to cause a big problem. And what's happening is people are bringing themselves with their coronavirus to those stores. And that's why people are catching it. Or someone, the worker's family or somebody has it, they bring it to the job, and now, they spreading it around, which is, man, I'm so sick and tired of this situation with this coronavirus. I'm telling y'all, it was just, I couldn't believe our lives would just flip this up crazy in the past few weeks. Seriously. I mean, just getting up and just going to the store and coming back home, now that's an event now. You can't just do that like you used to because you're worrying about a freaking pandemic. But let me know, in the comments, have you, as you've been going to the store, have you been protecting yourself? Have you been wearing your mask? Because some people I see at the store still not wearing masks. They're walking around like everything is all good. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? It could be my store, because I wouldn't let you shop in the store without a mask. I said, listen, you better have a mask on. You better be wrapping some cloth, like they said, around you. I don't care, but you're not shopping in here without a mask. Forget that. Because you're not going to put our customers at risk, our employees at risk. I think that should be a requirement now. And in order for you to be coming in these stores, it should be masked. And to lessen transitions with people's hands and all that, they should not be accepting cash at this point. They need to be doing debit card, gift card, or whatever only, period.